Underway in your mini wedge kart heat race event, kicking off the action here at the land of the 3 wide. Maybe I'm lost. Bill said we're hot lapping. We don't have lineups over here yet. Perhaps I should walk through there. Just doing a little quick sound test for raceontexas.com. Proud to be a partner with Ark-La-Tex Speedway. If you ever happen to miss the action, like a night like tonight, there's probably a lot of folks that are scared to come to the racetrack. But I'll tell you this, it's missed, and it's always good whenever we all turn into dirt track meteorologists throughout the day. And Bill posted on Facebook earlier that it went south, and it looked like we were a go, and it was going to be all good and grand to be racing here tonight at Ark-La-Tex Speedway. So it appears that Mother Nature's spared her expense here on another dirt track Saturday night. Glad to see all you diehard race fans here. You folks are what make it happen each and every week. Hey, you're here.
First green flag of the night being waved by Kenny Crawford. We are racing, folks. And in the first corner, let's do a little 3 wide right off the bat. Get that out of the way. Don't have to wait long for that to happen at Ark-La-Tex Speedway. Jeff Rice, your race leader.
How about Jeff Rice there, Bill Kitchen, into 1 and 2?
Looking good tonight. Looking good tonight. Sure it's not Edward?
Who? Edward Scissorhands? Edward Rice. Is it Edward Rice? Yeah, Edward Rice, the old 316. But off
there you go.
4 to the race lead is Smooth. He's smooth tonight. It's Smooth Waters.
I'll tell you what, he better look in that rearview mirror because he's not supposed to have one. But Andrew Hartso started 8th in this race. He's battling for 2nd with Doug Vick and Jeff Rice. They're going at it, coming around for 5 laps to go this time by.
And the 5-time track champion running back in the 4th spot in the Vicks Paint and Body Jeff Bates Performance Powered number 4 car, all over the back bumper of a fellow Vivian competitor in the 2 in the form of Jeff Rice, the KTI Bodies number 2 machine. Hartso also out of Vivian. So Vivian, Louisiana representing 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and the 28 all on the move as well, trying to run into that lead. Yep, Clayton Coslow, a Lone Star Speedway track regular, if you will, made the way over here after Kilgore rained out tonight. Yeah, tough break for the Nightmare Michael Knighton, the 2010 Quick Race Car Spring Nationals champion of the Opel Modified ranks, as the Styles Automotive number 96 car. Michael Knighton out of Keithville, Louisiana, back behind the wheel of a factory stock. He can wheel anything. But getting a little bad luck here, like Bill said, slipping over the top here early. And maybe running out of time, Bill. 2 laps to go, but Hartso's definitely got the best car on the track right now. He is hunted down Smooth Waters. He may get him before this is done. We have 1.5 laps to get the score settled here in heat race number 1.
Yeah, they got a good battle up front. We got a good battle for 3rd at the moment. Clayton Costo, pretty impressed with him. I hadn't seen him run Ark-La-Tex much at all.
Look at Hartso
in the past. Hartso's there.
He is side by side for the race lead into turns 1 and 2 here in Barksdale Federal Credit Union heat race number 1. They want to be your financial partner for life, and Hartso says, Smooth is my partner for the race lead, and we're going to race it for the win here off of turn number 4. It's a good one. Off of 4, Hartso's going to win it. What a race.
Andrew Hartso, man, has that kid gotten racy this year or what?
Confidence is lethal. And I don't know if someone injected him with it. And the Green Acres Automotive Stonewall Transmission 62X Hennigan Motorsports Chassis. It's Josh Warren out of Shreveport. Outside is the Fast Kunas, James Martin in 68. Dustin Nation at 94. And your most recent factory stock winner out of Bossier City, Louisiana in the 24 is the form of Bo Perry. I don't see Bo Perry, though, making it out here, Bill. And that's unfortunate for the driver of that all-red number 24. Not able to make it out. And that Miles Motorsports entry. The 24 car was rocking and rolling around the Ark-La-Tex Speedway at our most recent event. And the previous Saturday night prior to that, finished a strong runner-up to this guy, who is runner-up right now to Steve Turnage, Josh Warren out of Shreveport, Louisiana. And that Hennigan chassis, the 62X. This car finished 2nd in last year's 2016 running of the Cajun Cruiser Classic. Racing Jason Ingalls was behind the wheel of it. Josh Warren bought that car in the offseason from Chris Hennigan. And it's a good piece. Warren has already got 4 wins on 2017.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with the car, that's for sure. And Josh seems to know what to do behind the wheel as well.
He's been doing this stuff for quite some time, Bill. You remember dominated a Toyota Celica, a 62X yellow machine. Ben Dance even dominated in that particular car. Not sure if it was the car, but, well, we know Josh is still a good driver, like you said, so. So, out front from Houghton, Louisiana, graduated from the Houghton High School back in 2001. He'll lead the herd into turns 1 and 2. Turtage and the 25 machine from Houghton, Louisiana, the J&J Motorsports Laser chassis with a PTS power plant underneath the hood built by John McLemore out of Minden. He's got a sizable advantage and looking very.
Well, I'm telling you what, Turtage is just, like he started pole position, but he's leaving no doubt who's the fastest car in this heat race.
And this is not a knock on Steve. Steve's a buddy of mine, but typically drivers that don't have a whole lot of experience on dirt tracks, they're a lot more successful when the track's heavier. I take nothing away from Steve. He's raced well at Manny. He's won heat races down there. He's competed well here in Vivian, but he'll tell you he's got to get better on his slick track setup. But right now, hey, that car's sticking, it's good, and he's going to have himself a good start spot in the main event tonight. We'll see what he can do when it comes time and how the track changes.
White flag this time by.
Still proud of Steve, though. I tell you, he doesn't race very much. He works a lot out of town, oil field guy, and he loves this sport.
They're lucky to get a Saturday night off to go racing once in a while.
His brother is Luke Turnage that raced the 52 IRP Limited Modified. Checkers are out. Steve Turnage does win factory stock heat race number 2 presented by BFCU.org. Warren will grab second in 62X. And third goes to the fast good ass James Martin in 68. Finish 1 and 2. Well, they'll start this race on each other's bumpers. And
Well,
I don't know about that start, but hey.
Cody Tupper
knows what's for supper, and he says, I got to get out of here and get away from Whitehead because I can't pay for lobster if he beats me tonight. Down the back straightaway, Whitehead going to get pressure by the 87 of the young man, Aaron Green.
Aaron Green wants to get up in there and race a little bit.
That kid's come a long way as well, Bill Kitchen. Off of 4, side by side with the race lead. Tupper says, oh no, there goes my steak dinner into turn number 1. And Whitehead's going to throw that's a textbook pass. That's not even a slide job because he gave the opportunity for the 23 to drive underneath him. He just disposed of him. He said, we'll see you later.
Don't put down the mic yet, Zach. It ain't over.
No, absolutely not. Aaron Green, you don't think these folks are...
But it might be. Some sparks out of the bottom of the 23 car. That didn't look right.
Yeah, seeing it there in the left rear, and Aaron Green will take advantage of that F1 power underneath the hood. Oh, and he kind of bobbled there, stalled out in the middle of the turn, and got a shot in the shorts there. Aaron Green, though, I tell you, major shot in the arm if he could run down Whitehead here, but a big bobble there in the center of the corner. His car is just a little too tight. Maybe need to free it up a little, but the track is also very, very grippy, if you will.
That's representing two of the racingest families. Texarkana area there, the Whiteheads and the Greens. Got quite a history up there.
Well, Aaron Green's definitely got the power underneath the hood, and he's definitely got the driving ability. Lord bless that young man with a good head on his shoulders as well. He's a good kid. I enjoy watching him race. And down the front straightaway, he has his sights set on 36J. Can 87 do it? He just can't seem to get into corner number 1 as smoothly as he wants, but he gets off the exit of 2 and rockets into turn number 3. We'll see what he does here. He is all over Whitehead. Hey, here we go to the inside for the race lead. Justin Aubrey has company for the race lead, and Aaron Green's going to throw a haymaker into 1 and throw the and gets a shot in the tail take from Whitehead. Says, hey, I don't know about that. What do you think of it, Bill?
I'll tell you what, it may not pay anything to win the heat race, but don't tell Aaron Green that because he's wanting to win.
Well,
here they come, the track race.
White flag is out. What a race here at Ark-La-Tex. Side by side for the race lead. BK into 1 and 2. 87 with the top spot. He's going to smash the loud pedal off of 2 and separate himself by 2 car lengths into turn number 3. Justin Aubrey may have to finish second in this one, but it's not ever over until the flag waves. Give it to Texarkana's 87 of Aaron Green. What a race.
Told you not to put the mic down.
I didn't.
I know you didn't.
Number 1 of the night tonight. I believe that was heat race 1. Was that heat race 2? Either way, he's already won a heat race, and he's done this already this season. Doing double duty. It'll be the 7A out of Vivian of Andrew Hartsoe Jr. Outside of Hartsoe, it'll be car number 22 of Robert Graham Jr. The Seegers Roofing entry inside of row number 2, the Stuckey ENT 54T of Heath Thompson. Outside is the 515 of Trent Humphrey. Inside of 3, that's Gene Gibson at 95. Outside is 39 of Robbie Hickman, Ronnie Hildebrand in H4, Wayne Barnes in 160. The big show, Eric Norris and Jason Beasley. Should be fun watching them come from the tail to the front. The green is out. We're underway. Oh, and now the first straightaway going 3 wide. Oh my goodness, the Walmart special times 4. He'll get them and pick them off all the way from dead last. Passing 6 cars. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, past 6 cars on the opening straightaway is Jason Beasley in 16 as Trent Humphrey and Robbie Hickman come together. They're in 3 and 4. They got it iron back out. No harm, no foul. Beasley's on the move in 3rd. Oh, and Gibson just got turned there by Hildebrandt. The caution is out. Restocks. And that 7-8 car, man, that kid has got a lot of confidence right now. He's lethal, and he'll lead them. Jason Beasley, though, from dead last to 2nd, and he's going to try for the race lead.
Beasley's hooked up right now. I don't think it's going to take very long for that 16 car to get to the front of this one, although Hartsoe fighting back on the outside.
Yeah, Hartsoe's not going to go down on this one without a major fight. They're going to have to go toe-to-toe like Mayweather and McGregor if they ever fight. Off of 4 down the front straightaway. It'll be Hartsoe with the race lead into turns 1 and 2 as they're side-by-side with the race lead. RaceOnTexas.com back on hand, and the 16 of Beasley will go to the race lead. Hartsoe going to try to fight back and take that top spot away, but how about it? From dead last to the lead in 3 laps is Jason Beasley in 16.
Graham Jr. going to try and take 2nd away from Hartsoe now. Is that Eric Norris in the 4X?
The Big Show, Eric Norris in car number 10. Car number 4, sorry. They're 3 wide here down the back straightaway, but Beasley checking out now over Hartsoe right 2nd. The battle for 3rd in a 1 and 2.
Ooh, look out. We did put one in the wall. Heath Thompson got the short end of that.
Going green here off of turn number 4. The 16 of Jason Beasley on the loud pedal. We are back on our way here at the Ark-La-Tex Speedway. In a 1 and 2. The Big Show, Eric Norris and Vivian all over the tail tank of Vivian. Louisiana racers are down the back straightaway for the race lead. Into 3, this time by. It'll be 5 and 3 to go. The Big Show, Eric Norris, has the crosshairs dialed to the back deck lid of the back spoiler of the 16 of the former Jason Beasley. Beasley says, I didn't come all the way from dead last to show that I'm the best car in this one to fall to 2nd here on the final 2 circuits. So he'll continue to hold on to the top spot with a big bobble there off of turn number 2 in the middle of 1 and 2. He'll smash the loud pedal down the back straightaway. The 4 of Eric Norris smells blood in the water. And will he attack? Off of 4, all over the 16 of Beasley for the race lead in the 1 and 2 here in Pro Mod Heat Race number 1 of the night here at the Ark-La-Tex Speedway. Well, into the 3 wide, one of the only racetracks racing within at least about 100 miles. I believe Manny, Sabine North Speedway in action tonight. But Wyatt Williams, a little easy, throws the checkers from dead last to the lead. Goes to the 16 of the Jay's Lawn Care entry at a Vivian of Jason Beasley.
Car number 13 is Tori Maxwell. The 11A is Matt Terry. And driving car number 33, it's Richard Holt. Not sure that will complete the field. We're going to go 8 laps. This will set the outside row for tonight's Pro Mod feature event. Billy Robinson, your early leader. Washburn 2nd, Bechet. These two continuing their battle from a week ago down at Boot Hill Speedway. Side by side, completely around the racetrack. Still side by side, Bechet and Washburn.
If we had Pro Mod power rankings right now, you'd probably put Billy's AC01, Billy Robinson inside of the top 5. You'd put Bechet maybe number 1. Vic Jr. would be, battling there for the 1 spot or the 2 spot. Mike Washburn, though, over the last several weeks, I think he's catapulted himself into being one of the more consistent racers in this division. As you were talking, you and I off the mic a few moments ago, you were talking about Mike's been at this stuff for a long time. Raced 3-link style modifieds for many years, and has a lot of laps logged into the book.
Yep.
As right now, you could arguably say that these top 4 guys are the class of the Pro Mod division in the Ark-La-Tex right now.
Could be. There were some in that first heat that are trying to get up there and run with him.
Oh, Beasley's there. He's
it's becoming quite a competitive class here in the area now, and
get too carried away with those power rankings.
And growing. Yeah.
Don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Looks like Matt Terry's going to take his to the pits there on the back stretch. 2 laps to go.
So, like, I could talk about factory stock power rankings, and everybody would already automatically know who's the number one driver in factory stock competition right now in the area.
Robinson coming around for the white flag. Solid lead over Bechet. Washburn, Vic. This time they all spread out. It's kind of funny how some heats they stay bunched up in battles all around the track, and other ones are just strung out. Right now, this one's strung out, and Billy Robinson will take the win.
Inside of 3 to be Jimmy Moreland. He's in 32. Outside's Colton Gewen. Good to see Colton behind the wheel, making his first start. And B-Ball, Brandon Ball, the Farmerville Freight Train. And B75. Ball in the Bubba Green towing. B75 is going to throw the slider on the 35 and go door-to-door over the Wild Child. Jimmy Toes for second. Down the back straightaway, Lockie already with the race lead. Third to the lead in one circuit off of turn number 4. IRPs 1, 2, 3. Talk to Jason. Oh, and Lockie got very cattywampus there in the 1 and 2. Nearly collected the B75. The freight train out of Farmerville. Thursday night's opening night winner of the USMTS Cajun Clash back in February, Brandon Ball. Good race shaping up, Bill, in a 1.
Brandon Ball is going to keep the heat on Kelly Lockie, or not about to give up on this heat race. The winner of this one gets the pole for tonight's A-Main.
B-Ball with a win this year at Timberline Speedway. Also with the, like I said, the opening limited modified winner of the 2017 season here at the Speed Plant. He'll try to go side by side with the race lead off of 4. He is relentless. He's one of the better limited modified shoes in the area. Kelly Lockley has elevated himself into that category as well. As you know, just a few weeks ago, he disposed of Jason Ingles and set sail, put a straightaway on him in a heat race at his home racetrack at Lone Star. And on the front straightaway, it's a dandy with 3 to go. And they're side by side for the race.
There you go. Lockie left him too much room on that outside. The outside's a little too good right now. Lockie coming back, though.
I thought he may slide up there on him, but B75, the 2010 Spooky 50 champion, and the 2014 Tootsie Smith Memorial winner. Down the back straightaway in the turn number 3, driver of the AB Performance, Bubba Green, towing B75 of...
Well, I know he's not up there with the top 3, but the joker here, Jason Tyner, doesn't have a lot of laps at Ark-La-Tex Speedway. Has worked his way up from the back row to 4th.
Tyner's got himself a good car, the joker. He's been on top of the sport, but it's been a few years. Checkers are out. The freight train wins it.
On his outside, also out of Longview, car number 14, Barry Hornbeck. Here we go, 8 laps.
Three wide already. Look at Ingles. No
incredible. Brian Newborn just hit the loud pedal and scooted way out in front.
Hit the NOS.
And Jason Ingles went real smooth around the bottom of the racetrack past everybody. And they're 1 and 2.
Well, Mewburn started on the pole. You can see that. Ingles, maybe no surprise to a lot of folks. He is already marching.
That was about as smooth, and it's like this is no issues whatsoever. Holy cow! Yeah, Barry Hornbeck.
Oh, he was speaking of smooth, and I was thinking of
that's the opposite.
Very passive aggressive.
Yeah,
14 of.
But I'll tell you what, he led some laps in our biggest limited modified race of the year for quite a while, a few seasons back.
Yeah, yes, he did.
I don't think he ever got over that one.
Now him and the Marshall Missile Grigsby tangled there right off the exit of turn number 2. The battle for the race lead. Off the exit of turn number 4. Here comes Ingles to the inside for the race lead. But Mewburn feels the pressure. Driver of the Pro Run Transmission, Central Heating and Air sponsored IRP. He's got a best engine underneath the hood. A PTS power plant underneath the hood for the 12. The driver of the East Texas Holland and Ring and RaceOnTexas.com, sponsored number 12. And that PTS power singing a song now off of 4. But Mewburn's still with the race lead.
Good battle up front. Classic battle up front. 2 excellent racers.
The battle for third's great, but all eyes up front right now for the top spot. It's racing Jason Ingles, the former Tootsie Smith Memorial champion, the former Armadillo Nationals champion. What more can you say? The former Super Late Model Rookie of the Year. He's accomplished tons in his racing career, and he has got an IRP chassis stalking him. Or he is stalking one of his IRP chassis in the form of Brian Mewburn. He's got an IRP running 3rd and in 4th right now. They're side by side for the race lead. Coming to the white flag, BK into 1. What a race.
It's for bragging rights. It's for the outside pole in tonight's.
So this is for everything.
Yeah.
This is for the whole burrito.
Here we go. Still side by side. What a race battle this has been. Coming off turn 4 one more time.
Ingles is going to win it, I think. Yep, he won it. Yep, a big push there for Mewburn. And just saw the car kind of step out. Over 2 of the Lane and Hazel in 17. Outside the 14 of Chris Collier. Inside of 3 is the 18 of Chris Franks out of Texarkana. Connor Mewburn in 36. Love watching this young kid race. Inside of 4 to be Jesse taking 13. Jay outside's Justin Converse, who I always say is typically in a different universe. Or another zip code, if you will. As they go 3 wide back here for 4th. 3 different lanes wide, trying to make it. Well, they're definitely 4 wide now down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Tell you, these may not be the fastest cars, fastest set of cars, race fans, but they are exciting to watch. And you never know who's going to come out of this division and move up and start competing with guys like Chris Hennigan and the Whiteheads in the sport. Right now, up front, it's Strange with the race lead. You could throw a blanket over the top 3, and you could throw a blanket over the rest of the field on back. Alpha 4, Strange still with the race lead in 20S. Danny Rambo. In the 4, going to go to the outside for the race lead. They're door-to-door off the exit of turn number 2. He's going to smash. I was going to say smash the loud pedal. They're not very loud. Collier still rides 3rd and 14 off of turn number 4. They're still door-to-door for the top spot at the flag stand into 1. Red Rambo on the Mudbone sponsor number 4. Now with the race lead off the exit of turn number 2. Headed down the back straightaway towards turn number 3. This time by, it'll be 4 in, 4 scored, 4 laps to go, and 4-cylinder heat race number 1 presented by Day Motorsports, the official circle track warehouse of the Ark-La-Tex Speedway. Like I always say, they have all the parts you need from the front to the back bumper and all parts in between to get you back on the track. Down the back straightaway, Collier going to take 2nd away from Strange, who led the first 3 laps of this race. Rambo taking over the top spot, 2 to go, or 1 lap ago at the top of 1 and 2, and he'll cross the stripe still with a race lead in the former car number 4. Collier stalking his tire tracks. He'll get a run on him here off the exit of turn number 2. Not able to do anything with him yet, and Strange stalls out off of the exit of turn number 2. Everybody will get around him unscathed. So Strange trying to limp the car down to the infield, but he may not make it. We may get caution, but right now we're green-yellow. He's far enough out of harm's way, I believe. And he's going to get some assistance here by track steward Mike Berkey Birkenstock. But right now, here we come, Bill, with a white Collier. Danny Rambo is being pressured here by Collier for the race lead. I like about these guys, they're not afraid to go in there and rough each other up just a little bit for the win. Let's see if Collier elects to take the high road. Will he throw the door slam? No, he won't. He'll push and turn a hard left, and oh my goodness, that's as close of a race. That's
scratch. We got 6 cars going 8 laps. Here we go. Good battle up front. Brandon Rogers hanging on to the lead. Logan Griffin right there. And Morgan Powell hanging right with him. Good 3-car battle here as they come around with 6 to go. Rogers, Griffin, and Powell staying right together here as they come around to complete lap number 3. Halfway. And they're still right together. Powell now getting a little racy. Pulls in the second. Morgan Powell. First time these cars have been nose to tail, all three of them anyway. Final trip around for Brandon Rogers. Looks like battle for second's going to rage on between Griffin and Powell. Well, we know who's going to win. Who's going to get second? The 17 or the 32? It's going to be the 21, rather.
Don't know what happened, but bet he doesn't have a problem getting to the front.
Well, the best he can finish now is, best he can start anyway, is 13th. He's got to win this race and start 13th.
Already about to take the
lead. He might have the lead in the first corner.
Wow. Don't know if they adjusted on it or, I'm sure they did. I've never known these folks. Let's not get into that. Off of 4 with the race leads the 7A of Hartso Jr. The kid's been willing and dealing no matter what this year.
He probably forgot to go to that.
Yeah, he could have. He just... That happens sometimes. Folks just don't go to tech. They pass it right by, and then they get told that, hey, you got to start on the back of a B, or you got to start on the back of the A main event, and, they get a little upset, and they kind of stomp themselves because they didn't go to tech. He never made it out for his heat race, so I'm thinking something internal happened to that race car during hot laps tonight. I didn't even see a hot lap. Maybe they just drew the car in thinking maybe because of the rain. Who knew? I'm sure the top 4 will transfer to the main event tonight.
Top 8.
The top 8. Oh, okay.
Yeah, top 8. We got 12 locked in.
Everybody's going A main racing.
All but one.
Well,
it'll be, there were 24 cars checked in tonight. 20 of them get to race the A main. Apparently 3 of them didn't make it out for the B.
Yeah, tough break for Bo Perry, our most recent factory stock winner here. And car number 24. The 4 of Kyle Blanton looking to hunt down the 7A of Andrew Hartso Jr., who has the race lead. Hartso Jr. way out front comfortably in this one. Second is the 4 of Kyle Blanton off of turn number 4. The 58 of Tommy Turner and that Outlaw race car chassis number 58. In the third spot, D. Berry, Texas racer of the 101A, is at the 43J of the Barton Glass Cook Embroidery. Entry at a Morning Sport, Louisiana, is BJ Cook as they go side by side down the back straightaway. The best battle on the racetrack right now is between the 43J and 101A as Hartso approaches lap traffic. But still, off of 4. The battle here between the 44 of Langley, the 43J, and the 101A and the 11. It's a good one. Bowden nearly got shut off into 1 and 2 there and went over the hump. He gathers it back in, though, keeps it in the ballpark. Hartso annihilating the competition to this B main event. He was so good in his factory stock heat, marching right around the bottom, and I called it with 1.5 laps to go that I thought he had a car to win, and tough break BJ Cook flew it all over the track, and the caution is out.
Andrew Hartso brings him around for the restart.
Oh, he pushed.
There is an awesome.
Two sets or 2 more trips around the Ark-La-Tex Speedway for the driver of the 7A, who is, well, let's be honest, he hadn't marched away from the 4B at Kyle.
No, Blanton's hanging tough, yeah. And
hanging on.
Tough break there for Howard Langley. Hate to see that for the 44, the driver out of Kilgore, Texas. Made a long pull to run off here run out of steam on the last lap of the B main.
Well, I mean, would he still be able to go to the A? Because he would
Should
technically be the
if the car's not hurt, if the car will make it. 11 car's barely hanging on. He's got a right rear
trying to
flat.
answer the bell, coming to the checkers.
How about that? Yeah.
Okay. He came up a little short, but a great run.
Permission.
I'll say their name and stuff, but
Marshall Lynch out here in the
Well, he just spun off the corner right there.
36M there, and Caitlin Nelson. Seen Caitlin race.
She's gonna wait for. Oh, I guess that's a caution. She had to wait. You know, the first night we had about 6 or 7 of these wedge carts. The first night, not sure where they've scattered to, but it's a little cool. I know that. Other things, it's getting hard to tell when they'll show up. And all of a sudden, you get a bunch of everything. And sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to it, but we got 4 really good events coming up between now and June 17th. Uh-oh. Marshall with another problem over there this time, and I guess you would call that turn. So we got turn 1, 2, then we got the right-hander. Caitlin Nelson will come up here and join them side by side. Like I said, we got really good events coming up. The next 4 of them, and you can count on them every other week. May 6th, Comp Cams. Super Dirt Series late models happening next. 2 weeks after that, the Big Texas Auto Parts Night and final tune-up for the Modifieds as they get ready for the Doug Murphy Memorial. That'll be on May 20th. Then you have the Comp Cams Doug Murphy Memorial on June 2nd and 3rd. And Barksdale Federal Credit Union Bonus Night Fan Appreciation on June 17th. That'll conclude our spring schedule. You basically got 8 more weeks, 4 more races. And when we're not racing, Boot Hill Speedway down the road in Greenwood, Louisiana has the other weekend. They'll be in action next week. And every other weekend for them, too, until we get to June 23rd, and then their schedule. They fill in a few more of the off weekends that we'll have during our summer break. We'll be back in action Labor Day Sunday for the Barksdale Federal Credit Union Labor Day Shootout. And that'll also be a Barksdale bonus night as well. So I guess what I'm telling you is these Barksdale bonus nights, you need to join Barksdale Federal Credit Union. They do want to be your financial partner for life, and they can make it well worth your while to become a member. And when you come to the races, you might luck into some extra cash while you're here if you're a member of Barksdale Federal Credit Union. So be sure and check that out and join the credit union between now and June 17th for sure. But you want to take advantage of everything they got to offer. Look at that pass. Oh! Kaysen was getting racy down there. Row 7, the 17 car of Landon Hazel, and the 20S of Eric Strange. And rounding out the field, supposed to be the BC of Eddie Brewer. We've had some scratches.
Green flag is out.
The green flag is out.
So 13 of the 15 of them have made it. I got a co-announcer, do I?
Yeah, well, I told Toby he's the He'll get the.
He's the official green flag is out announcer.
Yep.
He could do checkers in the air too.
He's scared though, man. You scared? Can't be scared your whole life.
A lot safer up here than it is down there.
Yeah. Well, into turn number 3. Who's leading this one up front there?
Brandon Rogers showing the way.
Wait, where did he come
lap
from?
number 2.
They probably come from
Rambo second. Morgan Powell running third. Collier fourth in the 18 car. Franks and doing his best Kyle Busch imitation tonight. In the 18 M&M's car running in the 5th spot. We got a battle though. Justin Converse side by side trying to break into that top 5 and give Converse the 5th spot. He's going to keep going. He's going for 4th as he's side by side with Collier. Meanwhile, Morgan Powell getting a little racy up there for that 2nd spot. And Converse on the move.
The best battle on the racetrack right now is back here with Converse, who just slid right up in front of Collier in the 14 there, Bill. Jesse Tate down there in the 13J, and Black Cat Chris Franks in 18. And Powell, who rides third, going to try to march to the inside for second in the turn number 3. They're door-to-door. She'll throw an elbow and say, well, Rambo, what do you got? Rambo's got nothing. As Morgan Powell had damaged her machine there a little bit. She slowed down some. May have a tire going down. Not sure. But Converse is rocking and rolling around the Ark-La-Tex Speedway. He's got a lot of steam underneath the hood of that C49. He'll go to the inside for second into turn number 3 with 8 to go this time by.
Justin Converse barely got in front of Morgan Powell that time. Powell battling back, but Converse will take over second. Now, can he run down Brandon Rogers? He's got 7 laps to get it done. Good battle for the 4th spot now. Jesse Tate, well, just as I say that, Tate's car loses power. And the 13J smoking and headed pit side if it can make it. Dead in the water. We got a battle for the lead, folks. Converse is there. Lap traffic ahead for our leaders, the 14 and the 49. Morgan Powell not far behind. This time by, 4 laps to go. Boy, lap traffic has given our leaders a fit right at the moment. They finally cleared the Landon Hazel car. Now Converse can set his sight on Rogers. A little bump there. Rogers knows he's there now.
Converse is going to find a way to win this race. I don't know. That's why we race to do the checkers, but I believe he's going to find a way.
You want me to grab this interview, or are you going to be ready?
I'll be ready.
Just let me know.
Oh! Balling up Matthew Kidd there off the exit of turn number 2. Up front, Rogers, they're side by side for the race lead this time. But it'll be 2 sticks from Little Easy. Wyatt Williams up front is Rogers off of turn number 4. 2 sticks, 2 laps to go. And your first main event of the night here at Ark-La-Tex Speedway on another dirt track Saturday night in a 1 and 2. They're still side by side. Bill, what a race.
Yeah, Converse is has marched his way in the front for a reason. He's still trying to get this pass for the lead completed as they battle off 4 white flag.
Oh, man, they made a little bit of contact there. The car
Not the first time either.
Car pushed there for the C49. Will Converse find a way? I said 3 laps ago that I thought he would find a way to win this race, and boy, he just got a big drive off the exit of turn number 2. He's going to win this race, Bill.
Wow, they're going side by side.
He's going to find all the momentum on the outside. Rogers going to slide up the racetrack off a 4-track race into the checkers. It'll be Converse.
Ooh, look out.
And contact at the line. What more do you want, race fans?
And look at that battle for third as it came across the line, too. Powell, Collier, and Rambo are right together.
Man. For Justin Converse. That was a fun one. We're going to word with Rogers. Justin, Converse, meet me on the side of the race car here for the Race on Tech cameras here. Wow, what a race. You always tell folks this class is new to the area. I don't believe this is only your second or third time to race at Ark-La-Tex Speedway. What a race that was, man. You worked on Brandon Rogers, and I said it with about 4 to go. I said Converse is going to find a way to win this race. Not sure you were, though. That's why we raced it to the checkers, all 15 laps. That was an absolute fantastic race. I know it was a lot of fun for where you were sitting.
Man, it was a hard race. It's the second time this car's been on the track. Brand new this year. I went from a Neon to a Mazda, everything. I figured I'd go back to my old roots, which what I started in, that was a Cavalier.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was a fun race.
Back to the bow tie.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you feel like that stuff makes a difference? I mean, like you said, you've tried the Dodge, you've tried different 4-cylinders. I mean, these things seem to put out the most power for you. I mean, you can't tune on these things a whole lot, I guess.
No, you can't tune on them, but every one of them is different. Like last year, I raced my Neon out here, and I couldn't tell you how many tires I rolled just because it was a new car. I didn't know what to do. But like I said, I just go back to my roots and just drive a Cavalier. And it worked for me before, and maybe it'll work again.
How much does it mean to you to win here at Ark-La-Tex Speedway? Never won here before. You've won at Timberline, 67, to knock it down. I mean, you've been kind of the guy to beat in this class since it's kind of came around the Ark-La-Tex area. Now, like I said, that was a heck of a race to watch. I know it was a lot of fun.
Man, it feels good to win here.
Yeah.
I was either depending on either going here or Nashville, and a bunch of my boys went up there to go to Nashville. I was like, well, let me try Vivian one more time.
Praying it was going to stick there in 3 and 4. You still it off in there.
I was hoping.
Hey, great race, man. Thanks for a great show. Y'all give him a big round of applause, Ark-La-Tex Speedway, for Justin Converse and C49.
Great job, man. Great race.
Hey, that was good.
I'm predicting there won't be a Cavalier left in the junkyard around here in the next few weeks.
We'll talk to Brandon Rogers as well. Hey, man, you can't shake the head about that one or hold your head down. You nearly led every lap. Justin just gave you all you're worth. What a race.
Oh, it was a good race. I just lost power. I don't know what it was. I've had an oil problem, blowing oil out the top of the motor. I just lost power. I mean, ain't my excuse. He got me on that one. It was good, clean racing.
Absolutely, it really was, man. Thank you for a great show. Anybody you'd like to thank for getting you out here tonight?
My uncle brought me down here. It's my first time at this track. It's only my 4th race.
4th ever.
4th ever in this class.
How old are you, man?
17.
17 years old. Where you go to school, or did you graduate recently? Or?
Nah, I go to Sabine.
Awesome, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you back here at Ark-La-Tex. Bring your friends, bring some more of these 4-cylinders. We love this class. We hope to see it grow in the future, man. Congratulations on the runner-up tonight. You nearly had it, just by half of a cat's whisker.
Thank y'all.
Give it up for folks. Brandon Rogers, your runner-up tonight. And I'm sure they stopped the top 3 for a reason. I'm not sure. I'd get away with Morgan Powell real quick. Morgan, while you're here on the frustrated, we'll get the good out of it. You had a really good car tonight. You get better and better and better every single week. And you're really good at Ark-La-Tex here tonight.
Yes, sir.
How much fun are you having, young lady? You've really figured out Timberline Speedway. Haven't been able to race here much, so I know it feels good to get a good finish here tonight.
Yes, sir.
Tell us everybody you'd like to thank that get you out here.
My dad and all my friends and family, they helped me get this car together and make it run the way it does. That's about it.
Y'all work on it a lot during the week?
Yeah, we had bad luck last weekend at Boot Hill.
I remember. But hey, I thank you for coming over and running Boot Hill, and thank you for coming to Ark-La-Tex. Like I said, it's folks like you coming all the way from Texarkana that's going to help build this class. We certainly appreciate your support of Ark-La-Tex Speedway, and thanks for a great show, Morgan.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Morgan Powell, ladies and gentlemen, comes home 3rd here tonight. One Brandon Ball, your pole sitter, won on opening night. So it'll be a pair of winners that are going to set the pace in this one. 20 laps the distance of a turn before the green flag is out. We are underway. Race on Texas.com, the modified main event. Who's going to enter 1 and 2 best? And Ball will slide up.
Brandon Ball, Jason Ingles gets it up front.
Trying to throw the slider on the B75 of Brandon Ball. The freight train from Farmville will turn back underneath. Slide Job City here tonight, the land of the 3 wide. He won't clear Ingles this time, and they make a little bit of contact. Ingles had to get out of it there. Brandon Ball says, "Get out of my house." And Ingles says, "I don't think so." The former Tootsie Smith Memorial champions will go at it here. Tooth and nail here at the land of the 3 wide as they go side by side for the race lead off the exit of turn number 4. Kelly Lockie, look at his chops in 3rd. Meanwhile, Mewburn in 35 of Rapid Warrior going at it. Look at it! Up front, side by side, Bill Kitchen into turn number 3. What a race so far in this one.
It's a good one. It's living up to that 4-cylinder feature. They set the bar pretty high, didn't they?
Yeah, I knew this one would be a pretty good one as long as Jason Ingles didn't get too far out front early, and it seems that Brandon Ball had a lot of different plans, and his agenda is to get back to Victor Lane here in Vivian, Louisiana tonight, but he's going to have to earn it and go hard every single lap with Jason Ingles on his heels.
Couple of Texarkana racers doing battle there for that 4th spot. Aaron Roy down to the inside of Brian Newborn. They've been like that for a couple of laps. Now it looks like maybe Newborn will settle into that 4th position.
Yeah, Ball now separating himself up front as now Lockie to the inside, a right rear flat tire on, well, maybe not. I think Ingles had a right rear flat on the 12.
I think you're right.
The car just
Definitely has some kind of problem on the 12th car. Newborn off on the back stretch.
There goes Ingles.
And that's the best thing he could do right there.
This car and him and Brandon Ball race each other very, very competitively. As they should, but I'm telling you, we'll see what happens. So Roy's going to sell it back off there to the outside of the 14 there for the 2nd spot. He's got it on that outside line of the Ark-La-Tex Speedway coming to fruition. The Joker, Jason Tyner, back in the 4th spot, pushes. He'll go over the hill nearly off of turn number 4. Down the front boulevard, Jesse Sharpley having a good run tonight. He's there with the Western Flyer chassis number 23, Cliff Tupper Jr. As Tyner pulls his way from those, trying to run down the lead trio. Brandon Ball, your leader off of turn number 4, and B75. May be tough to dethrone the freight train tonight here in Vivian, Louisiana. He's got about a 6-car length advantage off of turn number 4. Down the front boulevard of the best engines power underneath the hood of the DuPont Shocks Bubba Green Towing AB Performance. Number B75, another throwback paint scheme to his grandfather, who raced for many years over to the Western Row area, really all over. Barry Hornbeck having a good run back in 3rd. Of course, Rapid Roy, Aaron Roy still riding in the 2nd spot. Looking to get bridesmaids honors tonight, but he wants more. Have to get up on that horse and kick the spurs to it, because Ball is getting away. The former Tootsie Smith Memorial Champion, the former Spooky 50 winner. He won at every single track in the Ark-La-Tex. Aaron Roy has won the track championship 8 years in a row at 67 Texarkana Speedway. We always say these things are never over until they're over, and see, once again, unfortunately, bad luck is striking for a lot of these cars, and it's kind of a heavy racetrack tonight, I guess. I'm not seeing a lot of slick conditions. It's hammer down and a very grippy track, and you're getting the good out of it tonight, and unfortunately, sometimes it just turns the valve train and the transmissions a little tough on these cars, and these kind of. Either way, we enjoy watching Rapid Roy, Aaron Roy, and it looks like Tupper, well, he slipped a disc there. Off before we're backing away. They're 3 wide there momentarily. The Joker, Jason Tyner, now having a good run here. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3. Great battle for the 3rd spot. The Western Flyer number 23 of Cliff Tupper around the hub of the Ark-La-Tex Speedway. As we get our minds back here on this race with 3 laps to go, the caution is out. And I think it may actually be because of the reason what I was about to say. The North Caddo Ambulance Service is leaving the Speedway, and I believe we have debris in turns 1 and 2 is the reason for the caution. Good restart for Roy. They're 3 wide back there, Bill, for 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Tell you what,
Three.
James Wilson, I'm impressed with him. I've never seen him race here before. He's worked his way up to the 4th spot. Tyner trying to get back around him. Jesse Sharpley in there. Good, best battle on the racetrack right now is for 4th place.
Oh, look at
Tyner.
Door slam.
Yeah, that was Jason Tyner dug in there really deep.
Well, the Joker don't care, but he's going to have to because he's got a torn-up race car now. The driver to the Scott Brothers Custom Farming 41 Shocks 1T Tyner done, and the double checkers out. B-Ball, the Firmable Freight Train, gets the job done tonight and wins the Vivian for the 2nd time in 2017. And B75, Rabbit Roy, Aaron Roy will grab 2nd. 3rd will go to Cliff Tupper Jr. in the Western Flyer chassis number 23. We'll head down and get a word in victory lane with your winners in quite some time. Getting ready to climb out of the car, the driver to the AB Performance. Bubba Green, Towing, Ingles Racing Performance, B75. Give it up for the Firmable Freight Train, Brendan Ball in B75. Trophy Queen Rita Whitehead down here with us, and boy, Brandon, that was fun early in the going. You and Jason Ingles throwing some slide jobs on each other there. No, it's a lot of fun racing with the guy who built this race car.
Yeah, it is. Builder of these cars, and you getting to race with him like that, it's real fun.
High attrition tonight. I mean, the track seems to be in pretty good shape, but with all the rain, you expect it to be pretty grippy, pretty heavy out here. And I'm not sure. We lost Lockie, we lost Hornbeck, and lost a few guys there. I think would have contended with you there for the win. And Aaron Roy comes home 2nd. Were you ever worried in this race?
I really didn't know, who was behind me. I knew whenever the caution came out and I seen Jason down there, I kind of breathed a little bit, but you still have, like you said, Aaron and Kelly. He's been doing real good over at Rose Bowl, so you never know what you're going to get out of either one of those.
You won on opening night here in the USMTS Cajun class, your 2nd time to victory lane here at Ark-La-Tex this season. You satisfied with how 2017 started for you?
Yeah, it started off with a little bad luck, got a little good luck, and then I've been fighting some motor problems, and I've had a bunch of people help me out getting all that lined out, and that's why I really wanted to run tonight, see if we had those problems fixed, and it really ran good tonight.
I told the race fans maybe a good omen for Aaron. You guys seem to always race each other really hard. You won the 4th race of the 2016 season. You win the 4th race of 2017, and the next week, and Aaron finished 2nd to you that night, and the following week he ended up getting the win. You finished 2nd to him. So not sure if it's going to play out the same way, but it seems like the trend's continuing in 2017. Brandon Ball's still fast.
I may not need to come back next time then if he got the win.
Tell us everybody you'd like to thank on the race car real quick before we roll this next feature.
I'd like to thank my father-in-law. He's been sick all weekend in the hospital. Bubba Green Towing. Hope he gets better, and we, I get to do the things I love to do more. He stepped up tonight and took over where I can come race. I'd like to thank my dad, AB Performance. Best Engines. They gave me a real good motor up underneath the hood this year. RP Race Cars with Jason. Eric Scott making this, throwback for me, look awesome. For my granddad, and Pro One Transmissions, TCC Carburetors, Custom Coatings. Everybody else, my wife, for being by my side.
Congratulations, your 4th different limited modified winner this season. The Farmerville Freight Train, Brendan Ball, gets the job done here in Barksdale Federal Credit Union Limited Modified. A main action.
Looks like Matt's not going to be able to make it out. And the 5:15 to Trent Humphrey unable to make the call either. Here we go. 20 laps per mod, A main. Jason Beasley quickly to the lead. Eric Norris 2nd. Here comes Bechet with a head of steam on the outside, gets closed off. Billy Robinson 5th. Andrew Hart's on the top 5. Mike Washburn around the outside. Bechet going for 2nd now on the inside of Norris. Oh, around goes Billy Robinson right in front of the pack. Robert Graham up the hill to miss.
Your financial partner for life as we get ready to go green with the Gentle Giant, Jason Beasley on the wow, pedal lava, turn number 4 underway. An original restart. The Pro Mod main event into turn. Beasley with a 2-car length lead over Billy's AC Pilot Travel Central sponsored 0-1 of Billy Robinson Sr. Here comes Bechet. He'll scream down the back straight over to the inside for 2nd. Washburn in tow to the inside of the big show, Eric Norris. Great racing back here for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. In a 1 and 2. Washburn getting disposed of there by the Big Show, Eric Norris. Well, Jeffrey Bechet won the first 2 Pro Mod races of the 2016 season. This year, 15 wins a year ago overall. And right now, Beasley, your race leader, has got company in the form of the Ken's Heating and Air Trade Maxwell Trucking number 4. Jeffrey Bechet, the former hot stock champion to the old Champion Park Speedway. Boy, he has been dominant. Went back to Victor Lane to Boot Hill last Saturday night after Mike Washburn got around him in a heavy race and lap traffic. It appears Beasley, who stormed his way from dead last to win his heat race tonight, he says, I'm going to be like the other 16 here, Chris Hennigan, and I'm not going to be denied tonight. But we'll see what happens. He's got Jason Beasley, who would love to spoil that party. He said, well, you multiply my number times 4. What does that mean? Not a whole lot. It just means 16 leads. And the caution is out. Lights are out, though. We're going back green with 7 scored, 13 remaining here at Ark-La-Tex Speedway in your Pro Mod main event. Back down the front boulevard into 1. Robinson, and here comes the last week, or the $1,000 winner of the Diamond D Logging Billy's AC Pro Mod Special. Doug Vick Jr. just powered that car into turn number 3 like no other. My goodness. It'll be a pair of 4 cars riding in the 2nd and 3rd spot, and Bechet will take a peek to the inside of Beasley for the race lead. The gentle giant says, I'm not going to be so gentle tonight. He does not plan to relinquish this race lead as he's up front holding strong in the Jay's Lawn Care KTI Bodies number 16 Superior Graphics entry. So Vivian, Louisiana out front looking to win one for the hometown crowd here. Bechet got a Sarepta right 2nd. Vivian, Louisiana's Doug Vick Jr., the 5-time track champion, in 3rd. Billy Robinson 4th, and the Big Show Eric Norris is 5th. Tell you, Eric Norris has been impressive since he decided to get back behind the wheel here over just the last 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive. He finished.
Really, look at these top 8 Pro Mods right here. All good cars.
A lot of these guys have gotten acclimated to this class, and they've been in it for a little while now. And you could throw a shoe from another class like Whitehead in here, and these guys are going to run Whitehead hard, and Whitehead would have to earn a victory at this point. Not that he's the measuring stick for Pro Mod racing, just to throw a random name in there. Of course, we had the Fast Fuel 50 several years ago, and it was won by Derek Grigsby, and Chris Hennigan finished 2nd that night.
Tori Maxwell got on the track in front of our leaders after going over the hill, and that brought Bechet.
64.
Oh, Mark, and Brad Barnes in trouble. Brad Barnes has got problems there in turn 2. Also involved in that was Trent Humphrey. We'll see how these final 7 laps go, but this could be pretty darn good.
As strong as Doug Vick Jr.'s been, and look at Hartzell on the restart. Oh, and Robinson didn't like it. And that's going to cost Billy. It's going to cost Billy major. Oh, my. And Gene Gibson is going to get the short end of that stick, but Billy Robinson didn't like that the 7A of Andrew Hartzell, and I'm not in their head, but I see what took place on the racetrack and only assume. So we're back underway with the 16-year leader out of Vivian, Louisiana, Jason Beasley with Jeffrey Bechet in tow. Vic Jr., Mike Washburn has hung around the top 5 the entire race as he'll slide him in front of the Big Show, Eric Norris, the 5th. Norris will travel back underneath of him. Hartzell in 4th. And here comes Bechet to the outside. Jason, don't leave it wide open. Beasley has to continue executing just like he's done every lap of this race, because if he leaves that outside wide open for the taking, Bechet is going to take it. That time much smoother there through 3 and 4 for the 16-year race leader, Jason Beasley. He's only got 5 more trips around the Ark-La-Tex Speedway to seal the deal. Will he get the job done? He's got two of the best pro mod drivers in the business all over his heels into turn number 3. Jeffrey Bechet can't find a lane right now. I think if he even tried it on the bottom, Doug Vick Jr. told me in Victory Lane a few weeks ago when he won that 1,000, he said you usually don't see the pro mods on the bottom. And here comes Bechet to the inside for the race leader. The caution is out for Robbie Hickman. And I tell you what, Jason Beasley's got his hands full. It's 4 to go, and the pair of 4 cars are on his heels. Can he hold them off? Mike Washburn suddenly in 4th. He'll take the 7A car, a victim. And here comes Holt. Richard Holt now. Richard Holt going to go 3 wide down the
Where did he come from, right?
Yeah, where did he come from? Movers and shakers, comers and goers in this one. And off of turn number 4, it'll be 3 trips around this quarter-mile speed plant here in Vivian, Louisiana for the driver of the Jay's Lawn Care KTI Bodies number 16, Jason Beasley. And I thought Beasley just about made a mistake on the entrance of 3. I tell you, Bechet may have the faster car right now, but 2 trips to go for Beasley. The gentle giant gonna hope to hold him off. Fingers are crossed up here for me and Bill Kitchen. Not that we don't care to see Bechet find a way to get the Victor Lane or the 4 Vic Jr. It's just that Jason Beasley deserves to win one. He's been in this position too many times, and there's only one more trip into 1. Beasley's going to lead the herd. A big smash to the loud pedal there off the exit of turn number 2, but Bechet's not going to give it up. And look at Vic Jr. storming to the outside and to the inside. His first win of the year will go to Jason Beasley at 16 with his hand fisting out of the window. How about it? Giant Jason Beasley in Victory Lane. He'll get the head and neck restraint off in the... Finally! Did you hear that? Finally! How about it, man? Goodness gracious. You've been so close lately. You know, whether it was at Boot Hill or right here 2 weeks ago with the Billy's AC Diamond D Logging Pro Mod Special 1,000-win race, just seems like every time Jason Beasley's out front, let's turn to face the race on Texas cameras, every time you're out front, man, and I know you know this better than I do, bad luck has just been your Achilles heel. You have been fast everywhere you go. How's this feel for you to finally cash in tonight and hold off 2 of the best in the business to get the job done?
Man, it's unbelievable. We've worked our tail off this year on this thing, and if y'all would have seen us the first race, y'all be like, there ain't no way that car can get up there. But we worked and spent money and worked, and I knew he was there. I could hear his freaking big old motor right there, but I just kept saying, run your line. So we come out with a victory, and I'm proud, man.
How poised were you behind the wheel tonight to make sure you hit your mark each and every turn? Because, I mean, one mistake could be the difference in you going to victory lane or not.
Every caution, it seemed like we had 30 right there at the end, but every caution I was like, brake here, get back on the gas here, you're all right. And I'd see his nose down there, just don't worry about him, you got it. So we brought it home, man.
Very, very smooth tonight for you, Jason. Kind of put in perspective just how much this really does mean to you. I know you said it. I mean, I can see it all over your face, man. So how much does this mean to you to finally cash in? They say once the first one comes, the rest of them come easy now.
Well, leading that 1,000-win race a couple weeks ago, it was heartbroken. You know, we worked our tail off, but my wife, she stood behind me and said, you got it, just keep working. That's what we've been doing. So I've got a ton of people to thank. KTI Race Bodies, Jay's Lawn Care, my wife, Mary Kay. Anybody need Mary Kay? That's her. Doug Vick Jr., Jeffrey Bechet, all of us top competitors, man, we work together to help each other out. And my son Nolan and my wife Julie and my 2 biggest fans up there, I appreciate y'all coming, and it feels good.
Sure does, man. It's, biased or not, it's great to see you in Victory Lane, man, because you deserve this win tonight.
All right, man, I appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming.
Congratulations on a big win, Jason. You'll be back here soon. You just keep sticking it out there. You got many of these coming in the future, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
You like the nickname Gentle John? Is that okay with you?
I told him I was going to put it on my spoiler.
All right, I thought it was good because, hey, I usually am not towered in Victory Lane because I'm 6'3". What are you, 6'10"?
6'6".
Okay, get out of here. Jason Beasley, ladies and gentlemen, in Victory Lane. He gets the job done. 36J, the 6-time Cajun Classic winner, Justin Whitehead out of Hooks, Texas. Clayton Costlow, a Lone Star Speedway track regular alongside the 68 of the Fast Crew, that's James Martin. In the EnviroVac, sponsored Outlaw Chassis number 23 out of Bossier City, it'll be Cody Tupper. Outside, it'll be the 2 of Jeff Rice out of Vivian. Inside of row number 4 will be the Barton Glass 99 of Gary Lipscomb. And the lights are out. We're going green for 20 laps. Who's going to get the job done tonight here at Ark-La-Tex? Should be a good one for 20 laps. Turners on the outside. They're going to go 3 different lanes wide for the race lead. Getting the whole shot's going to be Turnage for the top spot down the back straightaway. Steve Turnage with the race lead into turn number 3. Whitehead going to go up to 5th and 36J with Doug Big Jr. to his outside through 3 and 4 and off of 4. Austin Waters right second down the front boulevard. Josh Warren off the pace with 62X. His night will end early. Tough break for Josh Warren at 62X. His night is done early in this one. So Turnage will lead the herd into turn number 3. But here comes smooth Austin Waters on the outside. Down the back straightaway, Smooth Waters going to get a run on him. Into turn number 3. Smooth to the outside for the race lead. Off of turn number 4. Slow-mo cam looking pretty cool. And supposedly getting the race lead is Austin Waters. Waters with the race lead. Here comes his teammate Justin Whitehead to the inside. Whitehead going to have to steal it away from Austin Waters tonight. Hartso leads off of 4. Into 1 and 2. Austin Waters trying to get his first ever victory here tonight at the Ark-La-Tex Speedway and the first factory stock win of his career. These guys work out of the same shop out of Hooks, Texas, and Justin Whitehead's shop. And it's a dandy. Going to approach the lap traffic into the form of the 11 of Ed Jacob. His Whitehead's going to dive it to the bottom into turns 3 and 4 for the race lead. To the inside, will he dig in the lap traffic? Oh my goodness. And going back to the top spot, reverting to the last completed lap.
Right there.
I don't think Justin gave him that win earlier. Aaron earned it. So we'll see if Aaron can earn another spot and dispose of the 6-time Cajun Classic champion. It's going to be tough. The lights are out. We're backing away. With 14 to go, 6 scored here in Vivian, Louisiana tonight. Into 1. It'll be Smooth Waters, and here comes Green. Oh, and Whitehead slammed the door shut on him there, Bill.
No, I think he thought about trying to go between them there, and it messed him. Just checked up enough that he had the right idea if he stayed on that outside.
Oh, and Blanton just got turned there off of turn number 4, the 24 of Bo Perry. Not sure if Blanton was already getting a little cattywampus there, but they're 3 wide here for 5th off the exit of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. They're 4 different lanes wide. Oh my. Hartso is picking them off one by one, and he has worked his way, deserving of opportunities as well. We have a great group of racers in the Ark-La-Tex region, and that's why we like to feature them on RaceOnTexas.com because, hey, we have outstanding racing in the state of Louisiana and East Texas and beyond. And it needs to be featured and seen by all as they're 4 different lanes wide mid-pack off the exit of 2. Whitehead's going to dive it to the bottom of the turns 3 and 4 to the inside of his counterpart Smooth. And a slide job for the race lead by Whitehead. Oh, that's not a slide job, though. Because he did not give Austin Waters an opportunity to turn and drive back down underneath him. I guess that would be the definition of a textbook slider. You slide up in front of the counterpart and you give them room to check the throttle and drive underneath. Whitehead did not do so. Whitehead just drove it up and let Smooth hit him right into tail tank. Aaron Green in tow now with a caution is back out.
At least a beginner feature.
So 2016, Whitehead won the first 2 races. Sean Graham won the 3rd race of the year. This is a season ago, of course. And, well, Whitehead a year later. Bill Kitchen already looking for win number, guess how many on 2017?
Number 9?
Number 12 if he wins.
Oh, brother.
11 was last Saturday.
That's crazy. It's only April.
Yeah, and
it's only April.
I said 2016 won the first 2. Sean Graham won. And that was when the bounty was placed on him.
And he didn't even race on Friday nights, you know?
Yeah, and the bounty was placed on him. Yeah, he hadn't been racing on Friday nights at Timberline. That's a good point. That just, I guess, shows you how dominant he's been. But Aaron Green has now gone to 2nd, and it may come down to the Green and Whitehead show tonight. As Smooth has faded a little bit here. Back to 3rd. Doug Vick Jr.'s 4th. And how about Bo Perry? Oh, my.
You know, he was our winner last time, 2 weeks ago.
But, I mean, he didn't even run a heat or a B. You're talking about hard charger award if we had one. He deserves one. So it was Whitehead who won the first two a year ago. Sean Graham won night number 3. Lee Carver won a thriller over Cody Tupper. Justin Whitehead ended up getting back into Victor Lane on this same date 1 year ago. And Sean Graham finished second. Vic Jr. was third. Bobby Jordan and James Thompson were the top 5 that night. Offense turn number 4. It'll be 5 to go for the 6-time Cajun Classic champ. He followed up that April victory 1 year ago to today's date on May the 7th, a night the Comp Cam Series was in town. And it was Timothy Holt who finished second to him with Bubba McEachern, Cody Tupper, and Aaron Green finished top 5 that night, who stalks him right now. Oh, no. And Aaron Green just went around there. I'm not sure if Smooth got into him.
Somebody just got a black flag.
I think Austin Waters just got the black flag. That's what I get for looking down at a few notes. Yeah, Austin Waters getting into the 87 of Aaron Green, and that's unfortunate because Whitehead has officially walked the dog now.
That moves Vic Jr. up to second and Bo Perry to third.
Restart. Give Bo Perry a restart, would you? Give the pair of red cars one. Let's get a caution here. I'd like to see what could happen.
Throw a water bottle out there somewhere. Oh, banging doors for second. Bo Perry on the outside. Perry,
give us one.
Put the move on. Vic Jr. And Bo Perry has come from the 20th spot to second.
Yeah, he needs an interview tonight. As the word, what I'll say to him is, don't you wish you had a caution to see what you had for 36J? At least transponder scoring times to know what I was putting down versus him.
Oh, a 3 right in the middle of the pack, and Tupper and Green got together. Oh. There's damage on both cars, I think.
Is out. Tupper.
White flag coming.
I was hoping Tupper would bring a caution.
You were hoping for a green-white checker finish, were you?
Look, for any folks that are listening on Raised on Texas, they're from the Corpus Christi or anywhere in the great state of Texas, Whitehead is a good buddy of mine.
That puts Aaron Green back into the top 5.
But he'll win for the 12th time in 2017. Justin Whitehead to Victor Lane in the Spencer and Sun Timber Borderline.
We're going to have a battle for the 4th spot. Aaron Green on the inside of James Martin as they come off turn number 4. And Aaron Green will put the slide job on him to get the 4th spot.
For the 12th time in 2017, getting ready to climb out of the car. Don't forget, he hasn't even been racing on Friday nights. It's the 6th time Cajun Classic champion, Justin Whitehead in Victory Lane. Well, Justin, it's, you work hard during the week to get out here and to compete like you did tonight. And a great heat race with you and Aaron Green earlier tonight. Let's talk about that for a second. I know you had to be thinking, okay, did you miss the setup a little in the heat, or were you worried about the track changing any coming into the feature with what you had there in the heat? The car wasn't bad. Aaron just beat you.
No, he was super fast. He's in one of our cars also. He might have showed me a little bit in the heat race, but he was really strong. Got to give props to my buddy Austin. He was super fast in the feature. Thought I left him plenty of room, but I guess I didn't. And if I did, I didn't mean to. But I can't thank anybody enough for coming out and watching the races.
Do you feel bad about that move you made? I mean, I call it a slider. Typically, the driver in second will have an opportunity to kind of check the throttle and cross back underneath. Austin didn't really get that opportunity. He gave you a little shot in the tail tank there. I don't know, you seem kind of down about it. I mean, are you kind of down about that or any at all? I mean, not saying it was a bad move. I mean, you did what you had to do to win this race.
Nah, a little bit. I'm pretty sure I left him enough room, but I guess he just didn't want to squeeze it in there, and I hate it went that way. But good hard racing. He did really good. I don't know where he ended up.
He ended up getting the black flag. I think him and Aaron Green tangled together there in 3 and 4. But, he did have a great run going. He's still number 1 on my list for Breakout Driver of the Year candidate for RaceOnTexas.com. He is doing phenomenal right now.
Oh, yeah, he's doing great. We're trying to get him squared up, and obviously he's doing really good. That's why we try to get him out here every week, get him better and better.
Car got better after a hot lap at that night.
Yeah, you look really good in it, but he's come a long ways for sure.
If you were about my size, I'd ask you if I could hot lap this 36J.
You might have a hard time getting in this one.
I know I would. Tell us everybody who helps you out in the race car, though, man. I know that all the folks that help you out, I know you'd like to give them the recognition.
Oh, yeah, fans, first off, Spencer and Son Timber, Borderline Septic, Thompson Motorsports, DRS Racing Shocks, Pro Ones Transmissions, Best Engines, Phone Pros, Outlaw Race Cars, my wife Sarah, and my daughter Kayla.
This is the last race of the night. I'm going to talk to Bo Perry in a minute. He came from dead last. He didn't even run a heat, didn't run a B tonight. And he comes out, and I was calling for a caution. You'll hear that on the video on Race on Texas. I said, I'd like to see a caution, just see what Bo had here, maybe for Justin, but car's leaking pretty good. We'll let you get back to the pits here, but Man, did you think you were going to get 12 this early in the season but not running on Friday nights?
We've been super fortunate. I don't think we've had a DNF this year, but we'll keep on tucking away.
Great run tonight, Justin. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Justin Whitehead of the Hooks, Texas, the 6-time Cajun Classic winner in Victory Lane. Bo Perry, come have a word with me. Hang around for just a second. I'm going to take a picture. Man, folks, Ark-La-Tex Speedway, everybody left in the house. If you're walking out, clap your hands for this driver out of Bossier City. Started 22nd tonight and drove his way to second. How about it? Your most recent factory stock winner prior to Justin Whitehead getting back to Victory Lane. What happened tonight?
Man, we actually started going out to Chatham tonight and got rained out, so we figured why not try to get up here, see what we can't do. Ended up missing the hot laps, heat race, everything, B-main. Decided why not try to start from last, see what we can do. And first half of the race, couldn't really get through there, couldn't find anything, and then started hooking up, started finding little holes, and sure enough, was able to get up to the front. Had a little help there towards the end, but it happens.
How bad were you hoping for a caution there with a few to go to see what you had for 36J tonight?
Oh, man, and whenever me and Doug Vick were racing for second right there, I was just hoping and praying for a caution because I felt like we could have had something up there and gave him a little run for his money, but we'll take second, be happy with it after the long night we've had, so can't be disappointed with it.
This makes 2 seconds and a first in your last 3 starts, Bo Perry, and tonight you battled as much adversity as you could face, man. Awesome drive to the front. Tell us everybody helps you out on the race car.
Well, first of all, I got to thank my dad. He's the one that builds these cars, these laser race cars. They're pretty fast. Also, J&J Motorsports. Without him, Jody, I wouldn't be able to be out here. TSM Shocks for the shock package, Rollins Lube and Oil, Jeff Lewis with JRP, and PTS for the power plant we got underneath this thing. It's pretty good.
Feels good to finally have some consistency going, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Beats the last couple of years.
Absolutely, man. Great to see you back out here, Bo Perry. Best of luck next time out, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Bo Perry out of Bossier City, Louisiana, car number 24, comes home in second here tonight.